Drop it down in between these two lines. Okay, once you got the starter hanging down like that, you're gonna get yourself a 15 and disconnect the main battery cable right here. And then that's exactly how you lose shit. So then you got small little 8 right there. Do yourself a favor and put these nuts back on it once you remove, you know, the cables, because you want to make sure that you got everything back, that you got everything there, and you're not looking for hardware and you're putting it all back together. So just make sure you put all the nuts and all that back on there. Okay. Now to put your starter back in, you're going to put all these wires through this side of these transmission lines. Okay. You're going to bring your starter back up through here. And reconnect all your wires. We'll start off with your signal wire. Then replace your 8mm nut and lock washer. And just barely snug it up because it's a small nut. You can break the stud off. Then you get your battery hot and put it onto this post right here. And in order to do so, I have to mount the starter because I don't have enough pull room. There's a bolt on that end over there holding a clamp down, so it's keeping that wire from being pulled. So I'm gonna have to mount the starter back into the hole where it came out from, right there where it, right there where it meets the flywheel. Okay, and I'll put it up there and I'll get back. Do bear in mind there's like a V-shaped area right here along where the starter bolt goes through. Okay, and then there's this protruding area on the block. Okay, so right where it's notched from the starter, that's what goes on top of this piece on the block. Okay, so as you can see, there's a little triangle looking area right there from this view anyway. Okay, that's gonna go on top. Okay, and then you're able to slide the starter into place. And now that you have the starter at that position where it's up there, you're gonna just let it sag back down just a hair to where you can put your main power supply onto that stud. After you replace your battery cable, you put your 14mm nut and lock washer back on. When you tighten this, do not tighten it too much because you don't want to break the stud on the starter. Okay, so just snug it up. The lock washer takes care of a lot of it, won't let it loosen up. So just snug it down and you'll be good. After you have that snug down, you're gonna position it back in and then replace the two 13mm bolts.